Nikola Tesla, A Complete Biography, Chapter 1, Birth and Early Life. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the village of Smiljan, located in what is now Croatia. At the time of his birth, the region was part of the Austrian Empire. Tesla was ethnically Serbian, and his upbringing was deeply influenced by both intellectual and spiritual traditions. His father, Milutin Tesla, was a Serbian Orthodox priest, a man of discipline, intellect, and eloquence. He wanted Nikola to follow in his footsteps and join the clergy. However, Tesla's mother, Nikola Tesla, had a very different influence on him. Although she never received formal education, she possessed remarkable intelligence and was highly inventive. She often created small mechanical tools and household devices, which greatly inspired young Nikola. Tesla later credited his mother as the primary source of his inventive genius. A tragic event marked his early childhood, the death of his older brother Dane in a riding accident. This incident deeply affected Tesla psychologically and is often cited as a turning point that contributed to his introspective and imaginative personality. Chapter 2: Extraordinary Mind and Personality. From a very young age, Tesla exhibited extraordinary mental abilities. He had a photographic memory and could memorize entire books. More impressively, he had the ability to visualize complex mechanical devices entirely in his mind. Unlike most inventors who relied heavily on sketches and physical prototypes, Tesla could mentally construct, test, and refine his inventions before building them. This unique ability gave him a significant advantage in innovation. However, his brilliance was accompanied by unusual traits: sensitivity to light and sound, obsession with cleanliness, a peculiar fixation on the number 3, compulsive habits, likely resembling what we now call OCD. These characteristics made him both fascinating and socially distant. Chapter 3: Education and Intellectual Development. Tesla attended school in Karlovac, where he excelled in mathematics and physics. He later enrolled at the Graz University of Technology to study electrical engineering. It was during his time there that he became deeply interested in electricity, particularly the concept of alternating current, AC. He began to question the limitations of direct current, DC, which was widely used at the time. Although Tesla was an exceptional student, he did not complete his degree due to financial difficulties and personal struggles. Nevertheless, his self-education and intellectual curiosity continued to drive his progress. Chapter 4: Early Career in Europe. After leaving university, Tesla worked in various engineering roles across Europe. One of his most notable positions was at the Continental Edison Company. There, he worked on improving electrical equipment and gained practical experience in power systems. During this time, he became increasingly convinced that DC systems were inefficient for long-distance power transmission. He began developing ideas for an alternative system, alternating current, which would later revolutionize the world. Chapter 5: Arrival in America. In 1884, Tesla emigrated to New York City with very little money but immense ambition. He carried a letter of recommendation addressed to the famous inventor Thomas Edison. Tesla soon began working for Edison, repairing and improving electrical systems. However, the relationship between the two men quickly became strained. Chapter 6: The War of Currents. The conflict between Tesla and Edison led to what is now known as the War of Currents. Edison promoted direct current, DC, while Tesla advocated for alternating current, AC. The two systems had fundamental differences: DC, stable but inefficient over long distances; AC, efficient and capable of long-distance transmission. Edison launched aggressive campaigns to discredit AC, even staging public demonstrations to portray it as dangerous. Despite this, Tesla's AC system proved to be far superior. Chapter 7: Partnership with Westinghouse. Tesla's fortunes changed when he partnered with George Westinghouse, an industrialist who believed in AC technology. Westinghouse purchased Tesla's patents and helped implement AC systems on a large scale. Major achievements: lighting the Chicago World's Fair 1893, power generation at Niagara Falls Power Project. These successes firmly established AC as the global standard. Chapter 8: Major Inventions. Tesla Coil, a device capable of producing high-voltage, high-frequency electricity. It is still used in radio technology and experiments. Wireless energy transmission. Tesla envisioned a world where electricity could be transmitted wirelessly across the globe. Radio technology. Although Guglielmo Marconi is often credited with inventing radio, Tesla's earlier work laid the foundation for it. Chapter 9. Wardenclyffe Tower. Tesla's most ambitious project was the Wardenclyffe Tower. He aimed to transmit electricity wirelessly, communication network. Unfortunately, due to lack of funding, the project was never completed. Chapter 10. Personal life. Tesla never married. He believed that personal relationships might interfere with his scientific work. He had a deep affection for pigeons and often spent time caring for them. He also maintained strict routines and unusual habits throughout his life. Chapter 11. Decline and hardship. In his later years, Tesla faced financial difficulties. Many of his ideas were ahead of their time and failed to attract investors. He lived in hotels in New York City, often struggling to pay his bills. Despite his hardships, he continued to think and dream about future technologies. Chapter 12. Death and recognition. Nikola Tesla died on January 7, 1943, alone in a hotel room in New York City. After his death, the world gradually began to recognize his immense contributions to science and technology. Chapter 13. Legacy and modern impact. Today, Tesla is regarded as one of the greatest inventors in history. His work forms the foundation of modern electrical systems. In his honor, the company Tesla Inc. was named after him. His ideas continue to influence electricity distribution, wireless communication, modern engineering. Chapter 14. Vision and philosophy. Tesla believed that science should serve humanity. He envisioned a future where energy would be freely available to all. Many of his ideas, once considered impossible, are now becoming reality. Conclusion. Nikola Tesla was not just an inventor. He was a visionary far ahead of his time. His life was a mixture of brilliance, struggle, and unfulfilled dreams. Though he died in relative obscurity, his legacy continues to shape the modern world. His story reminds us that true innovation often requires courage, persistence, and the willingness to think differently.